What if one of the most powerful propagandists in history had access to the most powerful communication tools ever created? In the 1930s, Adolf Hitler used radio, newspapers, and massive rallies to influence millions. His speeches were carefully staged. His image was controlled. His message was repeated until it became reality for his followers. Now imagine him with a smartphone, with social media, with algorithms that reward outrage, amplify emotion, and spread messages across the globe in seconds. Would he rise faster than ever before? Or would the modern world stop him before he ever gained power? The power of propaganda. Then and now. To understand this scenario, we need to understand one fact. Hitler did not rise to power by force alone. He rose through persuasion. The Nazi movement mastered the media of its time. Radio broadcasts carried speeches into millions of homes. Film was used to create powerful imagery. Carefully organized rallies created a sense of unity and destiny. Control the narrative, and you influence the population. In the 1930s, information moved slowly. Newspapers printed once a day. Radio broadcasts followed schedules. Governments could still control borders of communication. Today, information never sleeps. Social media platforms distribute content instantly. Algorithms prioritize engagement, not truth. Emotional content spreads faster than rational debate. In this environment, a figure skilled in mass persuasion would not need stadium rallies. He would need followers. Phase 1. Building an audience. If Hitler emerged in the 21st century, his first battlefield would not be the streets. It would be attention. Modern platforms reward controversy. Outrage generates clicks. Polarizing content increases engagement. A charismatic speaker with strong, simple messaging could quickly build a digital base. Short-form video platforms would amplify emotionally charged speeches. Live streams would create a sense of direct connection. Unlike the 1930s, he would not be limited to one country. His message could spread globally. However, modern societies also possess stronger institutional defenses. Intelligence services monitor extremist networks. Platforms enforce moderation policies. Journalists fact-check public claims in real time. The same speed that spreads a message also spreads criticism. The algorithm effect. Here is where things become more complex. Social media algorithms do not evaluate morality. They measure engagement. If a message triggers anger, fear, or identity-based loyalty, it tends to spread further. Extremist ideologies often thrive in such environments. But modern algorithms also fragment audiences. Instead of one unified national narrative, society becomes divided into echo chambers. In the 1930s, Hitler could address millions at once through radio. Today, he might dominate certain digital communities, but face immediate resistance from others. The internet empowers both radicals and their opponents. Would he be more powerful or less? There are two possible paths. Scenario A. Faster rise with targeted advertising, data analytics, and viral media. A modern extremist leader could identify vulnerable audiences with precision. Economic frustration, cultural anxiety, political distrust. Digital tools allow micro-targeting on a scale unimaginable in the 1930s. Instead of mass rallies, online communities would form. Narratives could be reinforced daily. Opposition could be framed as corrupt or fake. In this scenario, technology accelerates radicalization. Scenario B. Early containment. But the modern world is not Weimar Germany. Democratic institutions are more stable in many countries. Historical memory of the 20th century serves as a warning. Hate speech laws exist in parts of Europe. Platforms remove extremist content. Financial systems can freeze funding networks. In addition, global connectivity means immediate exposure. Investigative journalists, independent researchers, and digital activists can challenge misinformation quickly. Instead of controlling all media, a modern authoritarian would face constant scrutiny. Unlike the 1930s, There is no single ministry of propaganda controlling the narrative. The battlefield is decentralized. The role of technology companies. Another critical factor is the power of private platforms. In the past, governments controlled radio frequencies and printing presses. Today, technology companies regulate much of online speech. Their content policies determine who can broadcast and who cannot. If a radical political movement violated these policies, it could be removed from major platforms overnight. But removal does not always eliminate influence. It can push movements into alternative networks, encrypted messaging apps, and decentralized platforms. Digital suppression can reduce reach, but sometimes increase loyalty among supporters. The result is unpredictable. A global reaction. In the 1930s, the world underestimated Hitler. Today, the name itself carries historical weight. Any modern figure openly embracing similar ideology would immediately face international backlash. Sanctions, travel bans, financial isolation. Global institutions such as the European Union and NATO exist precisely because of the lessons of World War II. The international system is structured to prevent the return of totalitarian expansion in its previous form. However, new forms of authoritarianism have emerged in the digital age, often more subtle, more incremental, and more technologically integrated. The question is not whether history repeats exactly. It is whether the tools of mass persuasion have become more dangerous. The psychological factor. One crucial difference remains human psychology. Fear, identity, economic insecurity. These factors have not changed since the 1930s. Technology evolves. Human nature does not. Social media amplifies emotion. It accelerates group formation. It can normalize extreme views within closed networks. A skilled orator in the age of live streams could cultivate a powerful personal brand. But sustaining national control requires more than followers. It requires institutions, military support, and economic leverage. Digital popularity does not automatically translate into state power. Final reflection. If Hitler had access to social media, he would likely adapt to it. He would use video, symbolism, and repetition, just as he did with radio and rallies. But he would also face a world more connected, more informed, and more cautious than the one he once exploited. Technology is a multiplier. It magnifies whatever it touches, good or bad. The real question is not whether one historical figure could succeed today. The real question is this: have modern communication systems made democracy stronger, or simply made persuasion more powerful? History shows that propaganda evolves with technology. The responsibility for how it is used does not belong to algorithms alone. It belongs to societies and the choices they make.